Hungry! Always hungry!
Throt the Unclean circa 2020. Well boys, this is why I'm here. To tell you how you can manage to feed the black hunger of Throt, prepare you for a good and prosperous campaign, and allowing you to finally understand what's going on with the Skaven food mechanic in Total War Warhammer 2. Welcome back guys, this is Linksy and today I'm going to teach you the intricate economy of Skaven, possibly one of the strongest Warhammer 2 universe and often sadly misunderstood and henceforth misused. The first thing you should know about the food mechanic, it is almost more important, if not more important than gold in this campaign. With food, you control the growth of your cities, public order and your army leadership. Which for Skaven is very important since you have very low leadership to begin with. When you're in the green, your empire of Ratties is fed, happy, full belly, happy life. However, when you're in red, you start losing control of everything as everyone is starving and rebelling. Moreover, when you use food to settle settlements at levels of your choice, this comes with an increased cost for each level you go up, and hence you run the bigger chance of putting yourself into the red, which can lead to catastrophic effects faction-wide if you lose control of your food levels. So take one thing at a time and move forward. Let us look exactly what happens when you go into the red with food. If you're starving for food, you're going to get the following debuffs. Minus 20 to growth, faction-wide. Minus 25% from raiding, faction-wide, all of your armies. Minus 2 public order, minus 10 leadership, minus 25% from sacking, looting and post-battle loot. This is crazy. This looks like it's really bad. But let's talk about it and understand exactly why this could also be good news. Yes, understandably, minus 10 leadership, minus 2 public order is disastrous. But you can deal with it. And once you learn how to do so, it becomes second nature with Skaven. To counter this, I suggest you only go into the red when you are either steamrolling with super strong armies and you can control your entire empire, or super early in the game and you have 1 or 2 settlements and you want those rebellions, because guess what? The positive of all of this, you get more rebellions, and more rebellions means more food means better expansion. Being able to harvest rebellions, even though you have the negative public order, even though you have everything, gives you more food, and if you're Ikit or Throt, more warpstone or growth juice. However, on the other hand, when you're fully stocked up on food, the buffs you get are not that great. Yes, you do get plus 20 to growth, you get a little bit extra leadership, plus 10 if you're your own or allied territory, and plus 2 public order faction-wide. It's not that good, so try to find a balance in between. This of course is quite limiting in terms of how much you can do with it, and there is very strong case for the non-stop rebellions to keep your food at a relatively low rate and constantly expanding with high level settlements. But the question is, how does one actually get food? And it's quite simple. You kill your enemies, you transform them to food. Every battle that you fight ranges from 1 food to 20 food post-battle. Then, this is based on the number of enemies that you kill and the number of enemies that you killed yourself, not friendly allies or defensive towers or events on the battlefield. Then there are buildings such as pastures, the exotic animal buildings, warp lightning capacitors and the warpstone reactor. These give you a variety of food each. Some landmarks give you plus 5 food per turn, or even more if you are getting the good ones. Then there is exploitative planning, which will give you the most background food. This is plus 2 per turn for every region that you have. Furthermore, you could get an additional plus 3 for 5 turns if you use the dominating scheme. Raiding can also be used, which gives you a decent good income of food, plus 3 no matter if you're friendly or enemy territory. And finally, you can choose to enslave your enemies after each battle for a static plus 2 increase per battle. We spoke about how food impacts your economy, and we spoke about how food can be generated, but how can you store it? This is increased in 2 ways. You will always start with a default cap of 105 food when you control 1 settlement. Then, for every additional settlement you capture after that, it's plus 5 food. Then, once you get 5 key technologies, you're also looking at getting 30 food capacity per technology and an additional 2 food per turn. Finally, you have the food. How do you use it? I already mentioned a few of the uses, but mainly something that you really want to do is build high tier settlements quick. There are some strategies between 5 turns with most factions. You can get tier 4 or tier 5 settlements. In the case of Clan Molder, I've done an incredible guide which you should go check out. It makes an incredible campaign and a different experience with Clan Molder. Apart from having the edge in terms of growth of settlements and accessibility, tier 4, tier 5 units in the super early game, which, let me tell you, makes the game so much easier and so much more fun. Food also pays for your cities, army upkeep, and managed pillows. It's an in-battle resource. The Flash Lab, Ashen Actions, and Workshop research also are impacted by food. This, of course, is if you are in Clan Molder, Clan Ashen, or Clan Scryer. In summary, food is your main resource. If you're a Skaven, you need food for everything. It's what drives your expansion, boosts your armies, or allows you to do some nifty stuff with your special faction mechanics. However, if you do lose control of your food storage, you might have some catastrophic situations occurring. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. If you like this video, do subscribe, as next time I might be teaching you how to use the Forbidden Workshop for Ikit Claw, Clan Scryer's special mechanic. This has been Linksy, and I wish you a lovely day. Goodbye!